Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, it's your boy Omamufe, aka Brian Ojota. So guys, we have a very wonderful person in our midst today. And guess who is Osita Oluchukwu. Drum roll. So guys, this guy is actually very humble. Like it has to be like one of the most humble person I've ever met in my life. So I'm going to tell you guys a very quick story of how I met him some time ago in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was my birthday, and then we got to the location. Funny enough, the place was crowded. We had a whole lot of people there, and we kind of, now young people were trying to like Gen Z vibe. We're playing games, shoot on there, like that. So he actually took part in our game. You understand? And I was wondering, how many Nollywood actors we
Actually, I was on a separate table, and you guys were on a separate table, and you guys had the game, a truth or dare game, and then I think a girl was there to come to my table, and she was there to do something. So that was how I got involved
yes.
in that game.
Let's get it clear. You understand? But the most funny part, he did not actually. Some people they want to like pull off. It was just so free and yeah, and I was really impressed.
Thank you.
Although we had a little problem, when some of my friends were trying to take pictures,
We couldn't take pictures.
Yeah, we couldn't. Really
take because pictures of where we were at that point.
I understand. Yeah. So and somebody actually said no pictures, please. And I thought you were the one actually.
No, it was my PA.
All right, guys. So let's get down to business. I have a few questions.
Okay, shoot.
Can you remember your first day on his Nollywood set?
My first day on yes, I think I remember because actually about that first day, being my first day, I had a lot of just the way you are now. I was overthinking stuff. Oh, would I do this correctly? So I got on the set over prepared, and I went there and I messed up. Being my first day, I was over prepared and I messed up. And thank God, it wasn't. They didn't have to judge me based off that mistake. They had to give me another chance, and I had to prove the other chance. So yes, I remember.
Okay, so can you tell us the name of the movie?
My Vocation.
My Vocation.
Yeah, but the movie never saw the light of the day.
Why not? What happened?
Well, way back in Port Harcourt,
Yeah.
I started off in Port Harcourt. That's where actually I lived and grew up, and the whole zeal, the whole thing started off in Port Harcourt. And then in Port Harcourt, people would a lot of talent, no doubt, but we didn't have the financial know-how to put up a film. So people would want to shoot, but they would just shoot for shooting's sake without knowing how to distribute these films. So it was a problem. So that was one of the issues I had.
Okay, yeah. I understand. So let's go down to my next question.
Okay.
So what year was this? Like,
I think that was in 2009. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I've been here very long.
Was I born there?
Oh, I've been here for a very long time. Yes.
Okay, so what was your inspiration? Like, what
inspired me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think when I started earlier, Justin Bieber was my earliest inspiration because I know we do different things, but then he was young, he was a teenager, and he was making it big. He had thousands of fans, and I was like, if this guy can be doing this at a young age, because I remember when I wanted to start, my dad told me categorically that that it was not going to be possible because I was young.
Yeah.
I needed to grow up, finish university, then I start.
Yeah.
But then when I looked at Justin Bieber and his life and how he was, juggling school and his career at that point, I just told myself, I think I can do it. And then
what's your favorite song from Justin Bieber?
Baby, oh my baby. So that's my favorite song. I know all his songs. I know all the lyrics, and then no be now again.
So apart from Justin Bieber, was there anybody in the Nollywood industry you actually look up to?
Well, yes. When I started off, I had a couple of them, and should I mention them?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be fair if I mention them because there were a lot of them.
Wow.
And by God's grace, now I'm closer to a lot of them. And if I mention some, I don't mention some.
Oh, I understand.
They're like, so I know they inspire you. But yes, they've all contributed mightily to the industry and the growth. And and also inspired me, from far. And now God so kind, I'm close
So
to
you
them,
eventually
and yeah,
worked
I'm
with
still
them.
inspired. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of them, a
nice.
lot of them.
I like that. So so there's this one of your movie I watched when I was in JS3 or so.
GS3.
Yes.
Ah, you saw my movie hero in GS3.
Why not?
Ah, I feel old.
you,
I feel. No, let me tell you a quick
you're
story. Yeah,
actually like okay.
there's this girl. She saw me. She said, I've been watching you when I was a baby, and I'm like, how? She said she's been watching me. I'm like, you've been watching me when you're a baby. That it doesn't sit well with me. Like I feel like I'm just a young man,
No,
guy.
like actually, the name of this movie was actually Miss Teacher.
Miss Teacher.
So I think you were in JS3 then, and I was about writing my
Okay,
JS3 exam.
when I shot Miss Teacher,
Yeah.
I think I was just rounding up with secondary school.
Wow.
I think, I was just
Yeah.
rounding up with secondary school because I cannot, so people don't have to calculate. So I
Okay.
finished off, yeah, Miss Teacher. I shot Miss Teacher around 2000, and I think a year or so after I finished to secondary school, 2014. Yes, yeah, that's when I did Miss
So
Teacher.
that film really inspired me for my
Wow.
own JS3 exam.
Yeah.
I knew I was like, I think it was Chika Ike.
Chika
She was the
Ike,
teacher.
Liz
Liz Benson.
Benson, Joseph Benjamin, Somadina, and myself. Yes.
Yes. I
Yeah.
love that movie. I
Thank
think
you.
I cried at it.
No, you
I
have
knew there was one
to
point you had to like tear your.
tell myself, yes,
Yeah,
to
I
just
just.
get sympathy.
Oh,
But that movie was one movie when I wasn't initially the cast of that film.
wow.
And one day I think I was home one day. It was raining heavily
Yeah.
in Port Harcourt. I think during rainy season. And funny story is, I washed all my clothes. That vibe when it's raining, you want to wash your clothes under the rain.
Yeah.
So I washed all my clothes. I think I didn't even have undies. I washed everything. I just tie wrapper.
Yeah.
Go under rain, wash, finish. So as I just put everything in the bucket,
Yeah.
then my phone rang. I went into the house. I picked. They were like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in Port Harcourt. Can you come to Enugu now?"
Wow. So you actually left Port Harcourt all the way to Enugu?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. I looked at all my stuff and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I squeezed. I squeezed.
You don't mean it?
It's looking back
True, I understand.
at it now, it's funny, and
Yeah.
having that much love for the craft
True.
and wanting to seize every opportunity I got, then it's not a blessing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can. I'm inspired.
Thank you.
Are you a Christian?
Yes. That's one part people don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer.
I think you are.
No, don't say pastor.
No.
Yeah.
NSPP. Yeah.
Well, yes, by God's special grace, I'm not just an NSPP, I'm a
Yeah.
son to Pastor Jerry Eze.
Yeah.
Yes, and so you see why I have to my all that I do is being watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from my social media presence to my relationship with people and what I communicate,
True.
it's been
I have noticed.
and also apart from that, it's not just about being accountable to someone.
Yeah.
I feel number one is we are all called.
True.
And one of our purpose on earth is to live like Christ, and that is what I'm trying to live like. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great when I see like young people who are handling fame and
Yeah.
they still love God.
It's not easy though.
Yeah,
It's not
it's not
easy.
easy because
The temptation is high because if a young guy who doesn't have any advantage, so to say,
Yeah.
doesn't have fame, he doesn't have money, he doesn't have then it's different. If you want to abstain or you want to say, okay, let me try to live this life,
Yeah.
it is easier. But when you are in the public eye, if you know DM them, they go DM you. If you know toast them, they go toast you. So it's there.
Yeah,
but
true.
God is helping us.
So I'm sure you're going to see us.
He's helping us. Okay, you follow.
I'm an NSPP. Yeah.
Oh wow.
From-
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We thank God for the platform.
Yeah. So tell us about your most embarrassing moment.
I've had a couple of them.
Okay. Choose the nastiest.
I wouldn't say nastiest.
Okay.
I would say the most embarrassing.
Okay.
And I don't even know if it's the most embarrassing because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to filter all of them.
Yeah.
But I've had quite a few, and I remember one time when I was starting out.
Yeah.
I thought they try see small,
Like,
one or two compound people that they sabi you. You know, they say there's a level to this thing, yeah.
yeah.
When there's a point when you're growing as an entertainer, first your family gets to know about you.
True.
Nobody else knows about you.
Correct.
Then your compound people, your neighbors.
Yeah.
Then people on your streets.
True.
Trust me, the people next after nobody, still don't know
They
you.
still don't know.
Just on your street. So at the point, I think people only within Port Harcourt knew me. And then I went to one event. Then we used to buy all these Bender Select shoe, all these shoes that you buy. How do you call it? What grade? All those shoes that they sell like so thrift shoes, kind of, yeah. So not thrift they call them now. I think that's so I got the shoe. And
Yeah.
I went for an event. You know, when you go now, then we were introducing ourselves. My name is Ostoluchuk, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
So they have to, you're an actor. I've not seen you. Which movie?
You
so
know-
in that
Yeah.
explanation, I don't know how I I stepped carelessly and the sole of the shoe fell off. True story. The sole of the shoe went off.
Wow.
Like, it didn't give me sign.
Wow.
It went off. I walked away from the sole of the shoe. They had to tell me, see your sole of shoe. So it was, and I was at an event.
Wow. And I'm sure those people, they will still describe you like that.
Exactly. So, you get, if they see my movie, they probably say, this guy, I remember the last time I saw him, a sole of shoe come on. So that's,
But anyway,
that's
it's part of the process.
yes, it is.
Yeah,
it
it's part
is.
of the
I can't
process.
buy thrift again.
Okay, so my next question: have you ever felt intimidated by any actor on set at any point? Maybe
Well,
when you're
if I
starting
if
off?
I have to be honest,
Yeah.
no actor, nobody will tell me, no creative will tell me you walk into a room full of creative and you don't feel that, you don't feel intimidated. You might just get it at once, but you being able to still get your guts back up and
Yeah.
say, okay, I know this is a room full of creatives, but I still know I am special.
Exactly.
A couple of
Yeah.
times I felt it, but recently, no. I walk into any room with my head high, even if the physical body is not high,
It's not
but
high.
I still walk in with my head high.
It's good. You guys should take one or two lessons from that.
Yeah.
Never be intimidated.
Yeah,
wherever you find
never.
yourself. Yeah.
Because I have what you don't have. You have what I don't have. We're all special and
Exactly.
unique.
Yeah,
When I started off, someone told me one time that when two scenarios. The first, when I started having beard,
Yeah.
I started growing beard quite early. So they told me that, because you're going to be doing more of young boys and like characters like Miss Teacher.
Yeah.
I actually shipped from Miss Teacher, do you know?
Wow.
Because I've started having beard then.
You don't mean
Yes.
Wow.
So actually, Chikaike told me, Osta, if you want this thing to sell, if you want people to enjoy your character as a young boy, shave off. I cried because it was just like your own now, like your own now. If you shave your own now, you cry. So
no, I prefer the baby boy look. Yeah. So
be yourself. But it was.
Take a old body first.
But it was good though. I had to do it, and I like the fact that I did it.
Yeah. Anyway, if you did not do it, maybe I wouldn't have been inspired.
Yes. Somebody else would have done it, and you might not even like the acting.
Exactly. So let's go out to our next question.
Okay.
What is your take on friendship? Have you ever had a toxic or jealous friend?
I think I'm that. I wouldn't say toxic. I'm that jealous friend. I don't like share my friends.
Yeah.
I'm that person that if I'm friends with you, you stay my friend. If you see anybody walk into the room, we say hi to them. No matter how close I am with them, you are not friends with them.
But you actually have a duo friend that I know. So how do you manage with them?
Who is that? Whisper.
Somebody.
Oh, okay. Well, Samar is actually my very good friend. It's fine. Samar, we've come a long way, and he's actually a very good friend. He knows. I don't even our friendship. I don't have I am not friends with any of his friends.
Yeah.
We're just cool because he's my guy.
Yeah.
You're his guy. But I don't think we have a mutual friendship. But me, I know they play with my friends. Now, if you're my friend, you have to stick to be my friend. Unless you know them differently.
True.
But not know them through me.
But like that's not actually what I meant. I'm talking about like somebody that was like when you were started your whole acting process? Maybe somebody
Okay.
like kind of jealous of your progress
No,
or
no, no,
something like
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no. I didn't have that. Okay, that's what you
Yeah,
meant.
that's what I meant actually.
Okay, but no, no, I didn't get that
Wow,
starting off. No, I
that
had people. Somana has been a cool friend. Like right from his teacher, he's always
yeah.
suggesting me to people
I
too.
think it's obvious maybe you kept your circle small. That's
Yes,
why there was no
yeah.
really
Somebody would
any
always, if he sees an
weird
opportunity,
person.
he would always suggest. So he's the only friend I have, within that that age range where, yeah, and he's been very supportive.
Tell us, let's leave movie and everything.
Hmm.
So tell us about your love life. Are you in a relationship?
Oh boy. Well, I'm not in a relationship, and personally, I think Uh, I should have before relationship. I should be ready to get married.
Yeah,
For me personally,
true.
I think that's the purpose of
Relationship.
relationship. Other than that, I think you know what people will be doing. People will be fornicating.
Exactly. It's good to see somebody that does not like playing games.
Well,
Like
yeah,
in
I
this
just think
time.
I just think that once there should be a purpose to it,
True.
and I I shouldn't really tie anybody down because I don't have purpose. I know
True. I
the
actually feel the same way.
yeah, I don't
But
have a purpose for that.
but okay. Let me not cut you
Yeah,
short.
no, no, chip in.
So there's actually like what you just said now,
Mhm.
like there's no purpose. So there's actually something that is a popular trend right now.
Okay,
I don't know, I always like talking about it because I've seen it happen
over and over.
over and over. So there are people who do relationships and there are people who do friends with benefits. You know what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
yeah, I get
So
you.
what's your take on that?
Well, I don't. The people do it.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not trying to say I am going to judge anyone.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm just going to say my take on it.
Yeah.
I think it's toxic. For me, I think it's toxic.
All right. So my last question is: have you ever considered starting your own movie production?
Well, I was talking to a friend yesterday. Actually have a project I want to start, and the intention is not just to produce it. The
Yeah.
intention is to direct it because this is a script and a story that is very dear to my heart.
Oh.
That being said, I have produced. I made my first movie production with my money,
Wow.
2016, and the movie had Regina Daniels, Ngozi Ono, Diamond Okechi,
Wow.
myself, and yeah,
Nice.
that's my first. I've actually done two.
Okay.
The second was in 2017. Myself, Stan Inze,
Yeah.
Chita Agro, Ifya Dibeli, yeah. Then the third one was during COVID, myself and Somadna and
Oh.
late Uncle Sam, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm actually a producer. I also produce. If I get a story that I love,
Yeah.
that I'm passionate about, and nobody's willing to, buy into it, I just look for fund and
Do it yourself.
get it done myself.
I
Yeah,
like that. I like that.
because nobody's going to buy an idea you're not buying, you're
True.
not fully investing in.
You're right.
Yeah.
So you're like you have to market your whatever
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
by yourself.
First, I'm the marketer of my brand.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I do whatever I have to do to get the brand out there.
Nice. Okay, so what is your any word of advice for any upcoming actor, maybe a young person that wants to go into the Nollywood industry?
Well, my advice is whatever dream you have, it is possible. Because don't allow the distraction, don't allow what people say get to you. Because I was told a lot of things. I was told that it's not possible. I was told I was too young. I was told I was too short. I was told a lot of things, but here I am. To a large extent, I've been able to go past all that. So if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah.
So let's leave the camera out of this one. This one is between me and you.
Okay.
So like, how do you like stay fit? So like, how do you stay fit? Like, sick of my stomach. I've been like,
Well,
I can't even breathe properly.
I've worked out 2 times in my life. The first time was in. Maybe I'll send a picture so you show them after you just put it. So when they see me all muscular, they'll be surprised. Now I worked out 1 time in my life, but I think that was out of depression, and heartbreak. Then
Wow. You like to tell us the story.
yeah.
Tell us.
No, I can't tell you the story.
Mm,
But that was when I had to put in. I was in school final year in the University of Port Harcourt, so
yeah.
I had to work out. I was working out morning and night every day for 30 days
Wow.
straight. I didn't miss any day. I did it. I got big, and I think I have one body that if I touch small iron, I go big. So I did it. I stopped. Now the second time I worked, I was towards the end of last year,
Yeah.
December period. I think that was the worst, longest time to ever work out
Wow.
because I was working out. I'll go back home. I'll see food. I work. So I had to eat too much,
Yeah.
and I couldn't go back to it. And I'm like, no, I'm done.
Mm.
I'm done.
But I kind of see you as a goal getter. You understand? When you
Yeah.
put your mind towards something, you get it done.
Yeah, but no,
And
gym, nah, different thing, my brother.
okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here.
Same here.
So I'm going to put. I know everybody knows him, but definitely I'm still going to put your handle
For
under
people who
this
don't know
video.
me,
You
they
know
still there.
exactly. So
They
you
still
have to like follow us on all social media
Instagram,
platforms:
social media,
Instagram,
Facebook,
Facebook,
WhatsApp, Snapchat, TikTok, Gongo na Gongo.
Rishi. Thank you, guys.
I thank you.